And then I saw over here there was a group of people over a body. I would like to not get involved with whatever this is. Although it might help us. Jacob Stirk, Kirik, and what was his name? Bertrand. Such a harmless fellow he was. Never hurt a fly in his life, and the Rippers slashed him to ribbons, like the rest of them anyway, the brute. We must give this unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve, then find the Ripper, and give him a burial befitting a beast. Kuleki Kunud. Do not act rashly. Give Kirik to me, I'll pay you back, in kind, in herbs, in blood. The daughter of Suok. I don't mean to alarm you, but you have holes in your dress the size of another dress. Are you crazy? Why are you looking at her? Why are you even speaking to her? Begone, witch! Buyante. Do not speak to me, stranger. I have come begging for food to give to Suok, begging for tears to give Mother Bodo. I speak to the blood of Udurg of our town. You are not our blood. My eyes do not see you, stranger. My ears do not hear you. What happened here? The Rippers come to town. The father killer, Burak. He was always a wild one, but then Mara Shabnak lay with him in the steppe and whispered things in his ears to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Stirk. He killed Kirik. He killed the harmless Bertie. He's a monster. Okay. People scoff at me for saying a land's bounds with the analytical minds. I thought I had come alone, or almost alone, but I definitely don't recall a mad ripper on the train with me. He arrived on the freight train, took the back door like a thief in the night. That freight train was bringing medicine, sweets, and coffins. So the Ripper must have hid in a coffin, or else Shabnak would have torn him apart in the steppe. You just said that Shabnak capitulated with him, but now he's hiding from her in a coffin. Only 2 sentences in this conversation, and I already want to shoot myself. Beyonte, hear me out. Blood of my Udurg. Suok sings of a fierceness, a sharpness inside the one you call Kirik. Give his body to me. He is dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suok will eat him, and drink his savagery and his sting, and sing an ubene dun, an herb song in gratitude. She'll give us twire, and will brew us lots of towine. She will give us ashen swish, the harshest of the herbs. Be keleneb. Ashen swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suok sings that we will need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness, but mine will be a burial into Suok's womb. I am at your feet, Hain Kunud. Good people, give me the one you call Kirik. Ah. Should we give her the body, maybe? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him or the kin do. Who knows? Suppose we do get a great cop of twire. Our corpses used as fertilizer often around these parts. Oh, traditional cultures. I was under the impression that who buries who actually matters. But they aren't just going to bury him. They'll desecrate him until even Shabnak can recognize, even Shabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're going to do, isn't it? Isn't it, step girl? Say it. And don't you dare try to lie to us. I'm at your feet, good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suok's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer, Kirik, and only Ashen Swish will remain. I knew there was a cache, wicked or not. You can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to be remembered, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare times someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everybody forgets him. Take the name of this Kirik? What does that mean? A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they used to call Kirik will become a gift to Suok instead. He will have no grave, and there will be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger, your words are poison. I wasn't talking to you. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid a falling out with the kin. It will only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You certainly look important. Maybe you have some brains to back it up. Oh, I don't care one way or another. That's kind of harsh, but it's also true. I actually don't. But let's look at our options. The body of a victim who met a violent end must be withheld for the purpose of forensic examination, even if a beautiful young woman asks otherwise. Or, once a person dies, their body is no more than a collection of molecules and tissues. Any opportunity to put it to some use is a stroke of fortune. Corpus non est templum. Hey, I can use my own fancy words. Thank you, stranger. Barriala. Death came to this town today. Such great death. The likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be a fearsome day. Tomorrow, even more so. And on the third day, fear itself will die. And without Ashen Swish, we will die too. I came to this town today. That's all that matters. Okay, we've come to a decision about these bodies. And it seemed quite brutal. She's like praying. They're just worried. There's a killer on the loose, perhaps? Oh. Whose boots are those?
What must be, will be.
Would you look at that? A customer. Keep walking, customer. This shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list. Can you add me? Why add you when I could subtract? See those stiffs by the wagons? My friend the Ripper did that. Buzz off, pal. My friend the Revolver works just as well. Boys, there's no need to fight over me. I'll just remind you, I'm married. We've got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get it for the wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? From a coffin. Oh. A coffin's the best when you need a chest. A checkpoint guard wouldn't dare open it up out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, overflowing with 100 pairs of scarlet Saffiano leather boots, tax and duty-free. That's actually kind of genius. Not gonna lie. Those are bog standard military issue boots that have been dyed wrong. Let's not belittle them. So you're right about one thing. It's no good shying away from death. One can't understand a thing they refuse to look at. Refuse? They do refuse, that's what I see. A coffin is an honest thief's best friend. People looking away is how business gets done. You a tax inspector? No, but that doesn't mean I won't approve. No, so I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens? Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Indeed, no one knows what happens to someone once they go into a coffin, but I intend to find out. This guy's name is Grief. So the Ripper on day one, man, we're still on day one. A murderer came to town alongside me. Luckily, I am prepared to fight death in all its guises. Golem of bones. The locals believe in a Shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I've stepped out of time, not just traveled far from home. Grief. This town lives on imports, so here the warehouse keeper is king. He says the contents of coffins are not always what they seem. I wonder. That could mean so many things, but look at these coffins. Now that I see them, there's a lot of them. That's a lot of coffins. I guess there's a lot of death. The maw.
I could use some quiet.
I just got a bit of manic from that. The mind is affected by interactions with specific objects. They are easy to spot if you enter Q concentration mode. Oh, I see. I hate filth, garbage, decay. Sterile operating rooms no longer give me answers. Dang it. So I can look at objects before I interact with them. What does this do?
It was quiet in Tanatica.
He's remembering his childhood. Can I hit that again? That was really helpful. I guess not. So let's go into here. No. Is there the big cow? The cow is big. Hey, the children. They're looking at a rat. They're playing with it. There's a man watching them dance for the cow. I need to find the kids. Where are... Oh. My goodness. What was that? What did I just see? Okay. Oh no. That was bad. A very bad scope. I'm getting freaked out. What's happening? Okay, where are the kids that... What is that? Are you being entertained?
This is all a retread, isn't it?
Mark Immortell. Ah, there you are, finally. I thought you'd forget your agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? Of course I did. I always have 2 or 3 lines ready in my mind, and I choose one before responding. Tragedian. I take no joy in seeing another player who likes to improvise. Your charge is but to read your lines, not invent them. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but The outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? This costume is more suited to an antagonist. Wow, that's really good mask he's got there. More of an anti-hero than an antagonist. I presume you know the difference. That makes you an ideal candidate for our anti-production. I am Mark Immortell, director of the local theater, and you are? I'm looking for kids who stole my microscope. I really don't have time for this. Yeah, it's true. Looks like I could revisit them. So where are these kids? There's so many weird things going on. I just need to find the children. Oh, there's like an angry mob. I was dying in that, and I don't know why. Whoa, what? Hold on, let's try again. Because what's happening? Oh, it's the two people about to mug them. I think that's what's happening. So I can't go that way. These people staring in at this ritual. There's some strangers in the back there. Aye. Did they like sacrifice the cow? Is that what's going on here? That's a big cow. I don't really want to know. Gang of kids called Dogheads may have taken my microscope here. Okay, so I'm almost there, by the way, so that's fine. You kid, if you could travel through time, would you go to the future or the past? I do live in the present, but to answer her question, I'd say I'd like to know philosophers of antiquity. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's two side by side. Sometimes you have to jump backwards. Does Simon Kane know many games? He's the only grown-up who gets games. Everyone thinks they're just silly things for kids, just running around or scoring a point. But Grandpa Simon knows how games should be. I bet he could even enter the polyhedron. Can I enter the polyhedron? How should games be? If you went into the polyhedron, you'd understand. Whatever that thing is, I've already been told I'll never see inside it. My place is with earthly matters, apparently. Answer me, did you steal my microscope? I did, yeah, but I gave it to Phil. He's over there on the stairway. Do you mind if I go up? Sure, but if it falls, I won't be the one nursing you back to health. Medice cura te ipsum. Not sure what that means, but I like the Latin. Okay, you're not him. Where's my microscope, you rotten kids? Hey, my microscope. Alright people, we're done playing games with it. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme. Wait your turn, pipsqueak. Just let me take one look, and then I'll give it back. Ew. There's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eye to look? You're not an animal, you know. Yeah, but an animal might see further, though. Needs some... Good news, the microscope has been found. Bad news, it's being mauled by a pack of wild dogs. Oh, the horror. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything, just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad if you think about it. You're right, that is pretty sad to think about. Let's not think about it. It only shows bugs and hairs because you're pointing it at bugs and hairs. See all these different glass pieces inside? Glass like this shows the future when you look through it. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why did you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? That's why we stole it back from you. It's called justice. That is my microscope. I brought it with me from the capital, and you stole from my luggage. That's called theft. What? You don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, monster. Where did you get this thingamajig from? What did you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Calm down, boy. Please don't shout. What's going on? What don't I know? Just give him back the thingamajig and let him go on his merry way. It's broken anyway. Can't see future at all. No, no, no. Grandpa Simon taught us. What doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If we just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. I have a pocket watch on a chain, and it definitely shows the future. Let's make a deal. Come on, let's see it. Ooh, nice. And how does it show the future? With this, you always know what time it is, so you know what time it will be in an hour or 2 or even 3, which means you know the future. Ooh, you're clever, mister. All right, give us your watch. But show us how your thingamajig works, will ya? We're still curious. First, the trade, the watch for the for the microscope. Then I'll show you. Okay, to barter, need to put it in the barter slot. Yeah, okay. It's pretty standard stuff. The other saying Jabba Jabba. Jabba Jabba Jabba. These kids are funny. There. Thank you, you little bastards. The capital 2 weeks ago. So before I came to this weird place.
I think you ought to reread your own early work, Chief. Assuming you wrote them yourself.
Please hold on a little longer. Even after the inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Chief, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's still very weak. Burden of leadership. You owe something to everyone, and everyone will find you at fault. It's good to see you too, Seraphima. That's kind of mean. It's amazing that she's standing at all with the amount of gas she inhaled. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. A body matching her description was declared dead last night. Must be an error. Searching across the country for miraculous resurrections, and one springs up right under our feet in our institute's morgue. The irony for you. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second. No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also confirms that our subject shows no sign of life, and Platon himself was there when she woke up. When I reach this woman through the poisonous fog, she herself insisted that she had died. It's not proof, but she must have had some reason to think it. We can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject is having trouble speaking. All that time in the gas has weakened her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but you understand, I can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account could point us in the right direction, but there's always physical examination, or taking a sample, or an examination of her personal belongings. She came into the morgue with some items, though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself. I left them on the table by the back entrance. Will you take a look, Chief, perhaps as a clue? Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Cough, cough. Okay, cough. Do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniel Dankovsky, head of Thanatica in Laboratory. Last night I saved you from the site of serious gas leak. The man with death's eyes. Let's not wax poetic. I'm just a researcher into the problem of human mortality. I died tunnel after tunnel. Allow me to take a blood sample. Here we go. A disease affects various bodily systems. Now we're getting into some stuff. I love this kind of stuff. The microscope helps identify which organ is affected. Tissue samples are placed on glass slides. An assistant ensures that slides are sufficiently supplied. Okay. So we want to take a sample. Sample taken. I can't take samples from anywhere else. So let's go here. Useful tool. I can study the collected samples under the microscope. To perform the test, I need reagents. The doctor themselves is in charge of their own supply. There we go. And examine. Microcosm. By adjusting magnification, I need to find red bacteria in the sample. Why red bacteria? Adjust focus. It will allow me to see bacteria better. Lifespan of culture is limited. I must act quickly. A dead sample is useless. Oh. Oh, wow. There's... Need to focus. Keep it in. It's swarming. It's like moving around. Organ is affected. High white blood cell count. Okay. Then I can examine her things. She said she left them by the back door. Are Lazarus personnel effects from the morgue? Herbs, not a bouquet. Looks medicinal. It's true. 2 rings. Obviously a pair. One would be too big for her. Morphine and a tourniquet. And official papers. Yeah, herbs. Consulted a wise woman instead of a doctor. Self-medication with folk remedies. 2 rings. Okay, so morphine. Is this how you died? Chronic morphine addict or suffered from severe pain? Well, why would she have a bandage? That doesn't make sense. So the rings, she's probably married. Husband left and took off the wedding ring. A jilted fiancé, unrequited love. I don't know, but the papers. Description of the treatment is vague. Something about novel drugs. I accept all risks and waive all claims. Consent form for the experimental treatment at our institute. Might understand more if I examine the resurrected woman myself. Breathing is a bit easier, but talking is still difficult. Yeah, I hear you, man. You can stay quiet. I just need to examine you. Okay, this is the part where I get to look at. Okay, looks exhausted. It's no wonder her blood sample points to leukemia. She's pale and gaunt. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas, like the same for her eyes and mucosal burns. Okay. Can I like rotate you? No. So the only way is to look at her back. We see bruising, redness, rough injection. Seems like she had an allergic reaction. She signed a consent form for experimental treatment at the Institute. Skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her red eyes and mucosal burns. Okay, yeah, see those like lesions. Her arms. Bruising from repeated injections. The consequences of attempted resurrection. Morphine. She did have some with her. Okay. Bruising from repeated injections. But why only one arm? Oh, we can rotate the camera. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same. Okay. Reverse. More damaged skin. It looks like blood down below. Right there. Rest, and I'll take another look at the things you had. Right, so together with the examination and tests, the picture is more or less complete. Our miraculously resurrected woman has late-stage leukemia and injected marks on her body. The weakened system couldn't handle the heavy dose of medications. Morphine overdose. No, it's more of there was a reaction. Seraphima waits and our subject needs rest. Time is to come up with a diagnosis, even if it's preliminary.
It's not love of living that drives us to overcome death.
Okay, thank you for that. I don't know what you mean. But what I do know is we found some information. She was trialed for a new drug. I'm not sure colleagues will disclose their experiment, but I'd guess anaphylaxis, an acute allergic reaction, and you end up in the morgue. How do we explain the most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why did the gas leak revive the subject? We may need to strip the two different laboratories down to the baseboards. The one where the subject's supposed death occurred, and the one with the gas leak. We can use a chemical analyzer to see what might have reacted. I think it was a mistake. The subject ended up in the morgue due to negligence. She wasn't actually dead yet, and by coincidence, an unaccounted for factor revived her. It's unjustified. Let our subject rest. Yeah. For example, adrenaline as an emergency tool is promising from a scientific point of view. Research will one day bear fruit. So, does that mean she wasn't dead after all? The woman who supposedly came back to life? Alas. And all the others we tried to find too. As of right now, spontaneous resurrection appears to be nothing but fiction. I'll say alas. What's your microscope even for? To doesn't show the future, doesn't raise the dead. It's just a toy, really. Sometimes I ask myself the same question, kid. Alright, if we can't see the future in that glass, then we're off. We've got important things to do, after all. As do I. I'll leave my things to my temporary lodgings, then head to the Crucible to see Simon. I'm ready. So I got the microscope. Now I can go to the first... I've overcome this town's first hurdle. If I keep up this momentum, my trip won't take long.
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago.
What are you talking about? Who is that? Oh, an inspector of the special committee. He was sent to investigate the case of my criminal negligence. Supposedly, I didn't have a town in the east. I didn't save a town in the east of our country where a plague broke out. I didn't even try, apparently. He's luring me into a trap. His folder is full of intentionally false data. He's not interested in the truth, but rather in the downfall of Bachelor Denkovsky. He's my enemy.
Your talent doesn't have too many admirers. Everyone's against you. Ziegler, Vilanovich, Voronin? Shall I continue?
I just wanted to recount everything in order, from beginnings to end. The beginnings doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the result, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that is in the case file. Shall we review it? I'm familiar with my own biography. Suppose you don't waste time on it. Let's see, where was it? Ah yes, the ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as... Yes, an immortal man. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The important part is that you fled from the investigation, and this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far? I still don't understand what you're trying to find out about. On the third day, the town's leaders gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. What was Daniil Dankovsky, who was, I repeat, the only qualified specialist in town, doing that day? What's that? Your lip is trembling. Did I unsettle you? Your tricks won't work on me. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling the Hippocratic oath and leading the fight against the plague, you were engaged in what? Come on, don't look at the table. My eyes are up here. I'm not looking out in shame. I'm simply amazed at your informant's sloppy work. On the fourth day, the town lost its water supply. They required a hospital. But the one person who could set it up, what was he doing? Tell me, Dankovsky, where did he spend the fourth and fifth days? I see what you're doing. You're all in it together, aren't you? It's enough to destroy my lab. You have to destroy me, too. Excuse me? Me and whom? To whom are you referring? You know who. Too many coincidences. A letter about Simon lures me out. Simon's gone. The town's lockdown traps me. While I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. Very crafty. In the case files, the words prone to paranoia are underlined twice. I didn't think much of them, but now I understand. You think I have some hidden agenda behind seeking the truth? How charming. I'll make a note of it. For now, let's get back to fairy tales. Without my information, your case is incomplete, isn't it? That means you have to listen to me. Come the evening of the fourth day, the doctor from the capital attempted to flee the flying town on a cargo train like a rat. He was caught and jailed, and there he remained as the plague ravaged the town. I admit, even I find the fact reading about it repugnant. I considered escape, not flight. The Attica was in the process of being destroyed back in the capital. You considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to town, I found that Simon Kane, the immortal man on whom I pinned all my hopes, was dead. Bachelor. He died under mysterious circumstances a few hours before my arrival. But when the epidemic began, you could have saved others. You're a doctor. You swore an oath. Why did you abandon the ordinary townfolk? Simon Kane's nature. Oh, the role is reversed now. I'm the inspector asking Bachelor what happened. And this is what Bachelor is saying back. Simon Kane's nature, the mystery of his immortality and death, that's the most important thing that happened to this little town. To me. But I can't just relay it to you. To understand, one must immerse themselves in the details. Take in the full picture. Very best immersion, you tried to flee the town on the evening of fourth day. Simon Kane's death is a primary concern. Not the deaths of tens of thousands, but one fantastical old man. Oh my, Bachelor, oh my. You're twisting it, you're rewriting the past. Where did I lie exactly? Point it out. I'll tell you what really happened on the third day at the town hall. No, I know your plan. Once again, you will drown me in unnecessary details. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I told you, I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. Do you also read books backward? You will recount everything in whatever order I tell you to. On the sixth day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind, explain to me, what were you doing on the fifth day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? Error in the report. Looking for Simon Kane. Ha. What is that? Pathologic 3. Absolutely brutal. Everyone is sick. This is what this game's about. Very mysterious. We have the Institute. Day 5, in which the Bachelor will grab only whatever. I don't know what that was saying, but I'm going to leave the rest of this till next time. But we're diving into the mystery. Everything is leading to a point here, and I don't know what it is. The Institute with their experimentations leading to someone who was deceased but they came back alive. This strange town where everyone's just weird on their own fantasy, their imagination. They're all very strange, but somehow like super relatable. And this inspector that's coming after us, making us look like we're the bad guys and all this. Don't know the reason for it. And then Bachelor himself also seems just not quite right. I'm confused, and I'm hoping to find some answers next time. I'm Seth on duty, signing off.